Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Longboard Blues, 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Longboard Blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lawn Boys Post 1975, and welcome to the weekly driving vlog. It's Sunday morning. I'm not actually going to have McDonald's today. I'm on my way home, and what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about, you know, the Mini Turbografx, the Mini Core Graphics, and the Mini PC Engine, and whether or not the games that they're going to put on each individual, you know, sort of machine, because they're obviously Turbografx is North America, PC Engine is Japan, and Core Graphics is Europe. But we'll get to that, because that's not entirely true as such. But yeah, whether the game should be that of what was out on that, only on that machine, you know, at the time. And I've been watching a few videos last night at lunch, and, you know, looking at a few forums, and it seems to be a divided camp between people who are obviously going to hack it and then load it up with everything, or people really who aren't of that skill set, who really want them to, you know, put the best games from, you know, whatever region that best game came from on, you know, like the North American one or the European one. Don't just say, well, Rondo of Blood, which, all right, granted is a CD game, and obviously the games we're going to get, we only know a few. We only really know for North America that you're going to get R-Type and Wise, Book 1 and 2. I mean, is Japan going to get Rondo of Blood? You know, it's a CD game, which is irrelevant on an emulation device, and because it wasn't available in North America or Europe, are those machines going to get it? Because, well, basically, this I'm jumping ahead of myself. This came really out of the blue, didn't it? This, to me, was the best thing about E3, which was they announced that Konami is going to release this year, is it this year? A Mini Turbografx 16. And why Konami, everyone asks? Well, because Konami own all the properties of Hudson. They bought them out years ago, didn't they? Which means they have the right to produce, you know, these mini machines. And obviously these mini machines, thanks to Nintendo, are big business now. You know, I mean, who knew that Nintendo was going to do this all these years ago? And now look what we've got. And obviously we've got a Mini Mega Drive on the horizon, which looks like it's going to be doing really well. I finally caved and pre-ordered mine. Couldn't get a Japanese one, it was too expensive to import. So do I really need it? Do I really need any of these mini machines? No, not really. But yeah, and obviously the PlayStation one, there was a lot of hype for it. The only reason that tanked, by the way, you can pick them up for 30 quid in Argos, and for that price I really would recommend it. For 30 quid it is a good piece of kit. But yeah, that tanked because of Sony's complete and utter lack of effort in it. It could have been, and it would have been if done properly, and they announced the games and they were all properly shit hot games and 60 Hz and all stuff like that, then I have no doubt it would have been successful. But obviously Konami thought, we want to have a bit of slice of that apple, so they've announced that they're going to release these 3 machines. I don't know what they cost, but they certainly can't be more than £100 or $100, because then, you know, well, that seems to be the established price of a mini console, or the ceiling price of a mini console. By the way, I've run out of new routes to go home, so sorry if it's boring. Anyway, yeah, no, I'll try and give you an interesting route home every week. Well, when I do a driving vlog. But yeah, so there's no doubt that these are going to really sell, and the Turbografx is definitely going to sell, because, well, it's a mythical machine, isn't it? It's the stuff of legend. It absolutely tanked, and certain markets didn't get it. So we didn't get it in this country. Well, we did kind of. We got a by-catalogue failed European one that was essentially old stock being sold, new old stock being sold off, but there was no core graphics in this country. So I find it funny that, you know, obviously that would be released in this country. They had to pick something for the European market that would stand out, you know, and so they picked the core graphics, but it wasn't released in the UK, and its release in Europe was absolutely tiny. It was absolutely tiny. So I find that quite interesting, especially with what games they're going to go with. Anyway, I'm waffling, I'm jumping ahead of myself again. So basically, I've been seeing people who've been arguing. Some people say we want Rondo of Blood on this, we want all the best games of all, you know, whatever region they were, you know, the cream of the crop. And I completely not agree with that. But other people have said, well, no, we want it to be, you know, accurate, and if it was only, you know, you can only pick from these certain number of games in North America, bearing in mind how successful the PC Engine was in Japan and how many amazing games and amazing shooters there are. And obviously it was a successful CD-ROM unit, and personally I think, fuck it, that it was a Turbografx game. They should put on Ghouls and Ghosts on it, because it's the best version. Home version is better than Mega Drive, like shit you not. But yeah, so these people are purists, and they're saying if you don't put on what was available at the time, then it's not an accurate machine, and therefore, you know, it's not representative of our childhood and our nostalgia and stuff like that. And so, you know, I mean, I'm going to hack it. If you can hack it, I'd be very surprised if you can. But to me, that's rubbish. You've got to remember that the Turbografx absolutely tanked in North America. I love it. I had an American one, it died. I had that weird botched UK one, which I hacked actually, not hacked, modded, so it is NTSC. But it runs American games, even though it was Power originally. And I had two PC engines, a normal one and a box one, which is still a normal one, and I have EverDrives for them or whatever. So I mean, I don't need this, but yeah, it tanked. I mean, the PC Engine was legendary in this country thanks to Mean Machines and CVG, but we never got a release of it, and I'm pretty sure it had the same sort of appeal and effect in North America, but they never got it. And then they got the Turbografx, and when it was released and stuff like this and how they marketed it, and it tanked, but it still had a fantastic game library. But there's no denying that the North American game library is not the best. But I mean, I had some cool things like R-Type came on one Hue card, didn't it, as opposed to two. But the thing is, because it tanked, it's now a very, very, very expensive piece of equipment. So games are very, very, very expensive. So to me, this mini system is a thing of accessibility over accuracy. And by that, it's a chance for people who never knew of this, or people who've only heard of it instead of the word of legend, to get in there and experience Turbografx PC Engine. Core graphics. But yeah, I don't want this. Why does it have to be I don't know, a museum accurate piece of tech, which is, well, here we go, here's, I don't know, what, 30 games, and every one of these was only available in North America. Then same with the PC Engine in Japan, same with the Core Graphics again. Core Graphics, very, very limited release. I might have to look it up and see just how many games came out. That will be the interesting one, actually. So what games will they be able to put on it? But why does it have to be that? It's a chance to introduce a whole new generation, and also take a generation of people from back in the day, who are adults now, who couldn't get it or couldn't afford it or wasn't available in their region. So yeah, make the platform accessible for everyone. And by that I mean take the premier bunch of games, yeah, that are out there across all systems. Maybe if you have to, you know, translate it into, English or whatever, well, go and do it. Like I said, this should be a labour of love. This should immediately, you got a chance to one-up Nintendo, even though theirs was brilliant, compete with Sega, and obviously so show me that, what a wasted opportunity that was. But take all the best games, period, regardless of where they're from, and stick it on there, on all of them. Who I understand, like, tailoring it regionally, but, certain games in Japan, etc. But like I said, it's a given that people want Rondo of Blood, people will want, like, the Bonk games, stuff like that, or PC Kit as I knew it, people are going to want Space Harrier. Licensing will come into it and stuff like that, but yeah, it doesn't have to be, well, we can only access the library that was available at the time. Like I said, who gives a shit about that? That's boring. I mean, if people say, well, I want it to be accurate, it's a fucking HD machine, do you know what, running in emulation. If you were that obsessed about it being accurate, you would search down one, maybe one of the more affordable ones, and run it in RGB. So it isn't a case of I want it to be, historically accurate, shit like that, to its region, because it's running in HD. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think this is a brilliant chance. Don't pull out. Thank you. Don't trust taxi drivers. No offense if you're a taxi driver, but I don't trust you. So yeah, when I saw it, and there's quite a lot of people, honestly, who are arguing about, no, these are the games we had. This is the, the libraries you could choose from. I say bollocks to that. Like I said, maybe take a few JRPGs and translate them. Whether they can do that by the end of the year, I don't know. Whether they're going to put that much effort into it, also, I don't know. But they must be very aware. Why is everyone going so slow? No, that's me. Well, it must be very aware that they can't go the route that Sony did, or it's going to tank. It's absolutely going to tank. So, yeah, dude, I know you're a bus, but you can go faster than you're going 25 miles an hour. Anyway, yeah, and the other thing I want to get back on quickly, alright, cyclists, I'll let you off. Even though you've got the overtaken lines, well, you have them, you don't know. yeah, the core graphics, this is what I mean. They've obviously had to try and, you know, give it sort of some, like tailor it to specific reasons, separate them out, hence the fact that, you know, the Turbografx, which never got released in the UK, but the core graphics got a very limited release in the, in some parts of Europe. I mean some parts of Europe. I don't even know how many countries it was, but it wasn't many. Which brings me to, how big is the software selection that you can choose from going to be for that machine? If you're going to be, you know, accurate to the catalogue that was available at the time. I've waffled all over the shop on this one. I mean, that would be the one, unless I want to import one, I have to order in this country. Hey, it looks like, it's a core graphics, so it looks just like a PC engine, but it's not white, which is the, you know, let's be honest, the PC engine is the coolest of three of them. Yeah, but like I said, I am quite interested for the full game list on the core graphics, and obviously being crap in power is not something to worry about anymore. But yeah, like I said, where do you stand on this? Is it a question of I just want to play the cream of the crop of the best of the whatever library, wherever it was from, whether it's like, you know, if it's the best, if it's in the top 40 PC Engine games, whether it's a Turbografx release, PC Engine release, Core Graphics release, that's a game I want on there. I don't see the point of this where some people are being purists and moaning that it has to be accurate to the region at the time. That to me is just a wasted opportunity, even though, as I said, I'm pretty sure if it's hackable, and it will be, I'm guessing, I'm gonna hack it. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think. Are you looking forward to this? Did it come out of absolutely nowhere like it did to me? It blew me away. I mean, are you a massive fan of it? And like I said, is it just about being able to play the best games? Who gives a shit if they're going to go the route of trying to make it, you know, a really nostalgic, you know, product, accurate to the time, so it will only have those games? Yeah, I've repeated myself quite a lot, but as always, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching.